shots of Buck Rogers in the 80s. They sure as hell couldn't make a decent moon landing film, no matter how good their budget was in '69. And then, just leave it. Just leave it. God damn.
Okay. All right. But we couldn't make but we could televise from the moon when we couldn't show a sports program from Florida. What's that say again? That was thanks to Australia? The
satellite.
Actually, you might want to thank Carl Zeiss for giving Stanley Kubrick the lens, which allowed Stanley Kubrick to shoot the moon landing at Pinewood Studios. But that's okay. That's just what I think. So, good morning. So, what do you guys think? Now, are there some of you who hadn't seen it before? Oh, a lot of you hadn't seen it before. Has it been released here?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, then go buy it. People have asked me about the story, and Coop was faced with a very difficult task, which was to make a movie that stands on its own, to that people who've never seen the show would like, but then to have a movie that would satiate the fans' absolute right to have an ending to the show. And I think Coop did a heck of a job. I mean, it was a very, very tough task that I think Coop did a great job with. So, and as evidenced by the worldwide sales, I think MJ was very happy. So, and now there's talk that there will be a third movie. I don't know if it's for sure or not, but there's definitely talk that there'll be a third movie. So let's get right to questions about the movie. Anyone? Class? Anyone? Class? Yes. Wait, where's Bill? Oh, wait. Oh, you're good.
What were your best and worst days on set?
Oh, hey. Best and worst days. We didn't have a whole lot of worst days because we hadn't seen each other in probably the longest amount of time, in 11 years. The entire thing was just like when you go off to school or somewhere and you come home for Christmas, and there's that whole thing where you're happy to see your family, and then but you can't wait for Christmas to be over. No, every day was great. Every day was great. I mean, we really took the time to really appreciate every minute that we were with each other. So every day was truly great. I mean, that's the truth. So there were no worst days.
Brilliant.
Uh-oh. Just yell it out. What? What? Okay, the question was where were we filming up in the mountains? And I don't know how many of you have been to Vancouver, but like literally 10-15 minutes away from Vancouver is the Cypress mountain range, and we actually the shots that you saw were all real. None of them were CGI'd, and we actually waited probably a month after we were done with principal photography for a day that was clear enough and not windy. Well, we actually just went with clear, because when we actually shot that stuff where I'm walking across the mountain range, the helicopter, it was so windy that the helicopter kept getting blown into me. And on one particular take, literally the runners of the helicopter missed me by probably less than a foot. And I'm not afraid of heights per se, but I'm afraid of nature. So I kept envisioning that like bears were gonna run out of the trees, badgers, wolverines. So they dropped me off with one safety guy who was like 300 yards away from me. And I said, well, if something like charges out of the woods, what do I do? And he said, just wave. I was like, what? And then what happens? No, he said, just wave goodbye. It's like, thank you. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, and then even getting up there in the helicopter, the aerial guys, basically they do all of the aerial stuff for every movie that you see. So anytime you see these big helicopter shots, this crew of guys are basically the ones that do it. And they joke constantly, especially when they smell fear. So everything was, and you wear the headsets when you go in the helicopter so you can hear each other talking. And so the gusts of wind would take us into the mountain, and they would joke about it, but I didn't know they were joking. So the gusts would take us, you could feel the helicopter go, and then you'd go, oh. And I was just trembling, I'm sweating, I sweated through it. And I don't know if you can tell on the shots, but I was so scared that I had on like 2 pairs of thermals, and then the outfit, I sweated through it to where it was dripping wet, and it literally was about maybe 40 degrees. And then up on the mountain, it was probably minus 5 maybe, and still sweated through 3 layers of clothing. And yeah, these guys had a good time with me that day, so. But it was fun, and I hope it was worth it. Yes?
Hi.
Hi?
Me again. Oh crud. You had like the gray streaks for a while, like, cause you're old. Did they make you feel old?
And don't forget, I'm weird looking. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, did they make me feel old? No, just me being old makes me feel old. No, I mean, I think I've made no secret of I truly thought at first that it was cool, but I thought, well, much like other things, it would be kind of lost somewhere along the way. But
well, Studio 2 is signing, so if you want to get an autograph from Studio 2, head down to the animation signing area.
Shut up! So, yes, that's the organizer Bill. So I guess I'll be seeing you. But yeah, I don't. So for the next movies and stuff, I don't know. Hopefully, let's just say Teal'c uses Grecian formula or something. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that doesn't really stay, because I don't know. It just looks odd to me. I mean, what do you guys think? Doesn't look? It just looks kind of odd, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So. If you want to write into Joe Malazzi's blog and just say that, yes.